And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Burnout 3 Takedown, the game that, well, when someone talks about Burnout, they talk about this one. And despite that, I never played it before. I played Burnout Revenge, which, for what I understand, takes a lot of things from this game. It's pretty much more like a sequel of this game, right? So, well, I'm here to play it, basically. A world tour mode apparently it has, but yeah, this is very similar to Burnout Revenge, it seems, in how it's framed. We can only go to the USA for now, but it seems that they actually reference countries here directly. I only have two options for now. Well, let's go for this one, for example.
On Crash FM, I'm very excited because I just had a few of those things that make you go, woo! Okay, looking out over the glistening water of Silver Lake from the backcountry. You want the latest race details? All right, check out the site. It's burnout3.ea.com or stick with me, Striker, right here on Crash FM.
Okay, yeah, I don't think Burnout.com or whatever you should say is a page anymore, but it's fine. What do we have here? Compact, two compacts. You only have top speed and weight. Well, you only have these three cars, you don't have more. I could pick this one, I guess. You can change the color too. Yeah, we can go with this. So, the problem is that this game has copyrighted music, because it's basically published by Electronic Arts for the first time.
All right, listen up. 6 racers are required ASAP for a low-down, dirty fight to the finish line. Any takers?
What? I guess that's just the announcer saying stuff. See, yeah, it's what I say. Apparently this song that is coming here is from My Chemical Romance. There is... Wow, I got taken out. I'm supposed to be the one taking people out, and yeah, great start. Alright, hold up. Need to get my senses properly synchronized. So, I hope I don't have the video muted or blocked because of the copyright, but it could happen. Every single song in this game is gonna be like that, so expect... Well, I expect that. Oh, nice. Amazing start, dude, I gotta say. So the real question is, where did everyone go? I mean, dead last, but by a lot. They slow down. Well, if I slow down, I'm gonna be lapped at this point. I don't know where my opponents go. Okay, well, I think one of them is there. Not bad. It says I'm only 4 seconds behind, so yeah, no problem. See, they wait for me. They are very kind individuals. No worries. Right. That wasn't a takedown, by the way. Well, you see when you see a takedown, they make a special camera and everything. Well, they also call slipstream here tailgating, and you get points for it. That also wasn't a takedown. Damn, I guess it's a lot harder to take down in this game than it is in Revenge, because I'm pretty sure that the way I'm hitting them now, if this was Burnout Revenge, they would already be dead. I'm unable to. And of the cars that are available, I think this is the heaviest one, so I cannot do much more. Then again, even if I cannot take anyone down, I didn't even hit that guy. Okay, but there was a target? Was there? I didn't see any target. They want me to take everyone down. Don't think I get it, but sure. I don't mind. Oh, I think, or maybe it means that I am now a target of those guys. Could be. So I don't think that's important. The important thing is to win. It also wasn't enough. Seems that here it might be important to pick cars that are actually heavy. So, do you even get a bonus for Burnout in this game? by basically wearing down all your boost in one go. Do you get a bonus for that? Would be nice. That was weird. Okay. I can see, there you go. And now it seems that the boost meter is at its maximum. Essentially here, the way the burnout meter works is precisely by growing with each takedown you do. I mean, it grows in terms of the maximum, but pretty much everything that you do contributes to giving you boost. Okay. Doesn't seem like you need to do anything specific here. I think in Burnout Revenge there was a star ranking for each event, but I don't see it here, so seems that as long as you beat the event, everything is fine. Which I'm glad. Or hold up, maybe I spoke too soon. Well, you have a... Okay, that total is for, you know, everything. It's not just for this event. You even have a takedown objective, okay. Well, oh, here, what's this? Easy takedowns. Oh, for each, okay. It is like achievements. Yeah, alright. Not sure how many of those I'm gonna be able to get. Alright, hold up. Wait. This was the location I was in before?
We got a setup and a half for you Silver Lake burners.
No, hold up. Shut up. Where was I previously here? Wasn't there a race event that I did? Am I going crazy? Because it's not showing up. Oh, it's this one. Gotcha.
Hey, you still here? Okay, good.
Oh, but you cannot play it.
But if you're staying up at Webster's Inn, you're gonna
get bronze in downtown race 1 or gold. Okay, so I guess there's nothing to do there, so might as well do this.
Silver Lake, the vacation destination where all you can hear are the sounds of the birds.
Oh, it's gonna be a crash event right away. Oh, and it tells you a tutorial of it.
Racing, you can also take part in the Burnout Crash Championship.
So, you know that there was a tutorial for race and I skipped it, so you didn't have to watch it here, guys. It should say things that were very obvious. I could skip this one, or rather, you cannot skip it. So I don't know if they will say anything that I don't know. Yeah.
When it's all over, we'll figure out how much damage you've
caused. Yeah, I know that.
How many vehicles you've tagged, and give you a damage total.
Yeah.
All you have to do is beat our damage predictions, and we'll let you on to the next junction.
Alright.
And to make things really interesting, we've placed some markers for you to hit with your wreck.
Okay, I guess that's new.
We'll give you dollar increases or decreases.
But wait, how are you even gonna get that? It's in the air.
For an explosive surprise.
Okay, and that's the same thing that Revenge has. Basically have an explosion to deal more damage.
Okay, something new is Crash Aftertouch.
Yeah, and this is the same thing that it shows in the race tutorial. Like once you crash, you can manipulate the car. Yeah, alright.
Aftertouch to gain aftertouch takedowns.
Yeah, I get it.
To the places other crashers can't reach. This is Striker covering Crash on Crash FM.
I should have honestly just fast forward that cutscene, but I just wanted to see if there was something I wasn't aware of. But it's fine, don't worry about it. So, Kings of the Road. Is that the name of this track, I guess?
Insane burner, a street filled with
traffic, isn't this called Trailer Trash? Isn't that the name of the event? Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting a crash event to happen so early, but I guess it will. So you want me to hit these icons? I guess. Oh, there's that. And the crash breaker with an extra explosion to take more damage later on. And you cannot know the score. You only know the score at the end, not even the multiplier you can see. Okay. 253,000. That was enough, right? Yeah. So, it seems that the multiplier is not related to the amount of cars that crash, but rather the amount of things that... the amount of icons you hit, which is what the tutorial say, I guess. Sure. Well, that was fast, at least. Well, yeah, there are gonna be a lot harder ones later. Oh, for some reason it says multiplier nothing there, but maybe that's related to the event itself. Alright, so we have another one here.
What's up, you guys? I'm Striker. You're on Crash FM,
Burning
and I
Lab.
just seen the way to avoid fees at the Palm Court parking lot. All you have to do is drop your car in from the top. It's easy to do.
Oh, and I cannot
that's just
choose.
What happened to one of our unlucky
I can
burners.
choose
But
the
hey,
color,
at least
I
someone
guess.
scored a take.
Shut up. You talk too much. Well, I talk too much, I mean, that's fine. It's fine when I do it. Yeah.
You're listening to Crash FM. The convention center is
This is a
today.
time attack,
Some
pretty
lame-ass
much.
Show about hard
Well,
drives or something.
these
Let's
ones
show
will
them
be the
real
ones
hard
that
drives.
are gonna be actually hard to beat. Though I don't expect them to be hard to beat right now. I will expect it to... Oh! There was a Battlefield ad on the wall. I just realized. I mean, Criterion Games also did some of the Battlefield games. Well, though there you're also seeing advertisement for other games like Madden. Because this is supposed to be Electronic Arts. I wonder if the people at Criterion Games regret getting purchased by Electronic Arts. But I don't know how their relationship works, though. It's just one of the multiple companies that fell to Electronic Arts, but differently from most companies, they actually managed to survive. Or at least survive as a company. Like, yeah, the same people are most likely not working there, but hey, at least Criterion Games is still a thing, unlike so many others that aren't. Now, the issue here is, since this is a time trial, how permissive is when it comes to crashes. But like, if you crash once, are you out? Or does it have some room for error? I'm obviously talking about the gold medal. Like, yeah, the bronze medal you can probably crash like 4 times. Okay, so for this one you have like more than 10 seconds of margin. Well, realistically you probably have like 20 seconds of margin. Nice. Well, so here I'm gonna get used to this difficulty, and the moment that the events start being hard, that will be the problem. And it's fine. For now, just understand that this difficulty is temporary and that it's gonna get harder. These are crash events, right? Yeah. Basically, the cash logo is that.
No. Should be splash junctions if the last one was anything to go by.
Yeah, sure. Wait. $50 million? Oh, that's to unlock that. It's not like you need 50 million for this.
Chaos theory for you. Slam into a crash junction
That's a
and rack
cool
up
car.
as much damage as possible.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that's also something that I remember from Revenge, that you got to use cars that you didn't have yet for the crash events. Alright, so for now the most important thing is simply picking up these icons and then obviously crashing. Oh shit. Yeah, at least the good thing is that here... did I really miss that badly? I guess I did. Well, they still crashed though. Well, some guy didn't on there. Question is if it will be enough. So that's a lot of damage, but you cannot tell how much it is until everything is said and done. I don't know if that was enough. I keep forgetting what the objective is. I guess it was enough. Sorry, I have a very bad memory. It's the way it is. Sometimes I don't remember what I saw 2 seconds ago. Well, and it doesn't help that here they don't tell you what the gold medal was after it's said and done. Well, what's important is that I got it. I guess that Franz Ferdinand yeah, it's gonna get copyright claims so badly. All of this. At least I think that I'm mostly keeping the volume low, but
Crash
still.
Nav updates are in, and if you haven't
you
been,
have two.
go check out the latest downtown Crash Junction.
And these are 2 crash events. So it seems that they really double down in this game with the crash events, because in the previous game, Burnout 2, the crash events were like an extra thing that wasn't even part of the main mode. That you have to go out of your way to do it. Yeah, 145,000. I can remember that. That shouldn't be hard to remember. Wait, you cannot pick the... Oh, okay, I gotcha. I didn't mean to crash there, and in fact, yeah, you definitely didn't mean to. Hold up, restart that. You're not supposed to crash there. You're supposed to dodge that, get the icon there, and then crash on the...
We have a beauty of a jump
on the bottom. Okay. So... Well, in that case, it would be better to go this way, right? Probably. Oh, actually, no. You know, you don't get the right angle to pick both items. So it seems that because of the physics of the game probably being demanding, every time that you crash, the frame rate halves at 30 frames per second. It makes sense. Okay, so hit that one. I think that I couldn't... Okay, I mean, I missed one of the tracks, but it's fine. Boom. So that explosion you wanted more to be able to move than anything else. Like, you don't really care about the explosion itself. Simply a way to keep moving. Oh, that might have not been enough, though. Depending on the bonuses, I guess. No, it wasn't, unfortunately. I thought that was pretty good. I guess not. But let me retry then. I don't know how realistic for me it is to get every single gold medal though. For now I will go for it, but I probably shouldn't shoot about my height, you know. I mean, the biggest issue of... if that thing blows up, I could actually get a lot of coverage. Also, doesn't seem like delaying the explosion makes it any... makes this end any later. Okay, this one was more than enough though, by quite a lot, even. Yeah. It mostly seems though that it's for the most part quite random like it was in the previous game. So I guess with a little bit less randomness since the multiplier is not... it doesn't work the same way as in the previous game, so... There is a little bit less randomness, but there is still just some. But yeah, that's fine. I could do the other crash event here. It's what surprises me that they really go very hard with the crash events, considering that for now, like 4 out of 6 events were crash events.
Chaos theory for you. Slam into a crash.
So they really were going all in on that. Surprisingly, considering that the game is called Takedown, so that's fine. Oh, really? Nice crash, dude. I'm assuming that you can pick up those little tokens after you crash. 160,000. Remember that number. So is there a ramp only on the left, or is there another one on the... Because that silver thing is in the middle, but how will you even get that? Well, I don't know how he got that, but the problem here is that I'm missing out on a lot of damage here. Not to mention that... Yeah, that's most likely not gonna be enough, considering I didn't even get the token. Oh, it was enough. Well, okay, nice. It's what I mean, it's still quite random, even if the... Oh, I unlock a car too. Probably because I got enough cash or enough gold medals, I don't know. What's the car? Which one? Oh, it's because of the cash. I got a 1 million. So despite being cash, you don't spend the cash. The cash is the milestone that unlocks it. So what is this? A pickup truck? It's a heavy pickup truck. No, not just any type of pickup. I mean... If it has a lot of weight, it will be pretty nice. Hold up. There's a crash event there. I guess for variety we could do this one instead. A new race
Hello
event.
There, guys. It is me, Striker, on Crash FM. Watch out under the L.
There are
We're
multiple.
Still clearing up after some guy
Preview
was slammed
lab.
into the pillars earlier.
Oh,
Check
what
back
the
for
hell?
more here on Crash FM.
Oh, it's called preview because you can preview this car before you unlock it. So it's a time trial, I guess, right? Is it?
The place for everything Burnout? Right here, Crash FM. All right, I've just heard that the construction on the corner of
Did he
Blums
say
and
Trash
Doyle is now
FM?
over on the right shoulder. If you're drifting the corner, be prepared for a tighter turn in. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
No, Crash FM, okay, I was out to say. But it would have been funny if it was named Trash FM. I mean, it will go with the overall crude... no, not the crude fuck, the crude humor of the game, you know? Because, I mean, the crash events in itself are crude humor. Like, basically... making... you make as much damage as possible. Oh, what the... Okay, I kinda disoriented myself there a little bit, my bad. Didn't know where the columns were, so this might not be enough, unfortunately. Well, not for gold, clearly. But where is the... If I keep crashing, it certainly won't be enough, but... Where is the finish line? Like, how far are we talking here? It's there. Well, this one might actually be hard. So surprising, considering that
Now it's you versus
the previous time trial was so free, right? Alright, so what's pretty clear here is that you're required to go all the way with boost. You gotta boost. Doing anything else here will be nothing but failure. And more importantly, you cannot crash. I crashed 3 times last time. No. Damn it drifted for no reason. I didn't mean to drift at the end, but this guy did mean to drift, I guess. That's a shame. But I still want to see how close I am. Oh, okay, no, I'm not gonna be close there. So, for that area, I have to go through the middle. Pretty clear.
You're on Crash FM with me, Striker. Luck's on your side today,
So,
guys. The traffic's backing up under
for some
the L,
reason,
and the battling is going to be intense.
This This, how is it called? This car has Korean letters. Is it supposed to be a Korean car? I don't know. So, I think the biggest difference in this game is the fact that, differently from the previous game, you can choose boost whenever you want to. Which is exactly why it surprised me, since, you know, the first Burnout game that I played was Burnout Revenge. In this car, doesn't know when to stop drifting, dude. It really doesn't. I was about to say that was surprised when the first two games only allow you to boost at the very, like when you're full on meter and not before. I mean, without the crash that should be enough, but I don't know, I feel like I have my doubts.
The classic burning
Would be
map.
nice to see how much time
people.
you're
It's all
wasting
about
on the
speed and
crash, but I don't think you can see that. Oh, there's something that I didn't check though. If traffic check is a thing in this game or not. If you can actually hit traffic from behind without crashing. I don't think you can, right? I think I did it a couple of times and I just got a kill from it. But what I do know here is that in this game, the acceleration button is kind of cosmetic. Like, most of the time you're just gonna be... For fuck's sake, dude. That section with that bridge is gonna be impossible. Yeah, this gold medal is not easy. So I'm assuming that any of this preview events are gonna be this hard. Here essentially the way I'm doing this is I'm just using R1, which is the boost button, to accelerate. I'm not using the accelerator at all because I don't have any reason to. I have zero reason to use it though. Here, yeah, okay, so in that corner it might be useful to use it actually. Like to slow down a little bit because I don't think I'm surviving that section otherwise.
Now, so the traffic is going to get pretty heavy by those river bridges. I would suggest you make use of both sides of the road if you want to make any progress.
Can you imagine that that a radio tells you that you want to make use of both sides of the road? Amazing, even. So I'm gonna lay off the boost on the... Okay, fuck that. I didn't crash, but I think that's gonna make me waste time regardless. So here. I mean, I tried to go slower, but that corner is just something else. Okay, I'm gonna make this the last attempt. If I get silver, so be it, but I cannot waste all my time on this event, you know? I could. I just rather not, personally. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna silver and I'm out. And there will be a lot of this. It's not gonna be the only one that I'm not able to do. God damn it. Well, I wanted to keep a perfect record for now, but it seems that I won't be able to. At least I hope. Yeah, this corner is impossible. I don't know what sort of magic you want me to do there, but... Okay, that was my fault, yes. That one was my fault. I'm just surprised simply because the previous time trial was so easy, and in comparison this one is so hard. Promise that here I'm not even gonna get silver at this rate. You know what? This event can suck a cock. So can I even go back? I guess crash nav means going back to the mission select screen. Instead of getting a medal, I'd rather get nothing. I'll get the gold when it's the time, but seems that for now I cannot.
Whoa! Check it out. We just had some
So we get road rage
through the underpass. It looks like one of our burners couldn't make up his mind.
Wait, where is the car I
so his
unlocked?
rival chose for him. That's exactly the action we've been waiting for.
Shut up. Did I? Maybe it's for another type of event. Like it's not for racing. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's, but you cannot pick the car that you use for Crash.
This is Crash FM, kind of like the 4th of July. There's
So
sparks, there's
this
flames,
mode road
there's
race,
shooting
you're
off the
simply
ground
supposed
every
to
turn on this intense downtown race.
to do the amount of takedowns that it tells you to do. And I guess it facilitates the way of doing them. Oh, I crashed there? Didn't even realize. Hard to tell sometimes. Wait, and that didn't count as a takedown, really? How so? Well, that counts as a crash too, for some reason. Wait. How? Well, that wasn't a takedown?
Your ears are open
It
and you're
should have
listening.
been.
Thank you. It's Crash FM, so it turns out the alleyway off
I
Robert
guess not.
is proven to be the place to set up a
I'm pretty
takedown.
sure
Just
that-
put on a squeeze before you hit the L. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
That hitting the traffic from behind does not work in this game. I somehow hit that guy, and that guy. See if I can get this. Okay, in case there was any doubt that hitting traffic in this game doesn't work. Oh, but I killed someone, okay, while being out. Pretty funny. It seems that it's much harder to score a takedown in this game than it is in Revenge. I just remember these guys flying out super easily, you know, on Revenge. But I got it. Now what? Now you just keep going until the time runs out. Isn't there any way to be like end event or something? No, it doesn't look like it. But you have to go until the time runs out. Well, I guess building up the amount of takedowns is useful. Apparently I got avenged somehow. Okay. Oh, and another thing, I think that here the health of your car actually matters. Apparently that was an important takedown. Yeah, I think here if you crash too much you end up like dying. I think that's something I remember from Revenge. You should, at some point it tells you like final takedown or something. You know, shit, I got the target. Oh, unless you mean the target to unlock something else, I guess. Alright, gotcha. That was a takedown too. So how many more crashes can I get before being dead? Because my car right now is not looking very nice. Nice. Taking out a lot of these guys. But if you want to, you can. And let's assume that these cutscenes bother you, you can disable them. That's pretty nice. So I personally feel that disabling the takedown cutscenes will take away from the game at all. I don't think I want to do it. But it is true that while you have those cutscenes, you know, you spend a lot of time on those cutscenes. Damn, wasn't able to take down either of them, huh? On the right side, I won. Damn, what the hell? Okay. I guess that was a very productive mission. I unlocked all sorts of stuff. Nice. Say 3 cars, right? They really do that many. I got 1 for points. Yeah. What is it? It looks like a racing one, right? Seems that in this game, custom compact, like you unlock like more cooler looking cars very early on. One looks. It's gonna be called muscle. Yeah, custom muscle. Okay. Sure. And apparently there was another one, right? For this. Yeah. So there were 2 because of points and 1 because of takedown. So which one is it? Looks like another racing car. Assassin Compact. Why is it called Assassin? Because it's heavier? Oh yeah, signature takedowns. And you get photos for that. Okay. Cool. I mean, those are collectibles more than anything. Okay. Champion takedowns. Wonder what that is. Maybe the vertical takedown is one of them. But a lot of newer
Your ears
events
are open
too.
and you're listening. Thank you. It's Crash FM. So it turns out the alleyway off Roberts is proven to be the place to set up a takedown.
Okay, and here you have a race where you cannot pick what car you wanna use. I mean, sure. It seems a little bit random which events allow you to pick a car and
Single
which
race, you
don't.
and 5 others, quickest to the finish wins. Just what I like, nice and simple.
It's a very weird sound for the engine. Just find it funny how, like, the first game that is published by Electronic Arts has so much Electronic Arts stuff in it. Like, they didn't wait a second to just put all the branding of Electronic Arts in the game. I guess back then they... I mean, this was around the time that a lot of companies trusted Electronic Arts. Like, they didn't see it as the devil incarnate. Yeah, now I guess most people do, and understandably so. I mean, this game is from 2004. In 2004, I think that Electronic Arts still had the, you know, the typical reputation of being one of the top companies that, you know, if they gave you an opportunity, you will take it without thinking twice, right? Well, it will probably still be the same nowadays. I mean, at the end of the day, developers gotta eat. Well, it's especially hard, I guess, nowadays, being a video game developer and being guaranteed to get a nice pay, you know? Probably. I'm assuming that Battlefield is still published by Electronic Arts, right? Well, in fact, today a new Battlefield game came out, and not only that, actually, today, and this is something that is completely a coincidence because I had no idea it was gonna be the case, but today apparently released a game that is supposed to be made by the original developers of Burnout, that is supposed to mimic Burnout. It's called Recreation, I think, but apparently it's not very good. It's a very, for what I've seen, quite unfinished game. Oh, I unlocked this car, so that's the reason why I didn't let you pick one. It was supposed to be to unlock this one, called Tune Compact. Then 4 gold medals. Oh, that's a police car? No, it isn't. It's Compact Diets. Compact Dicks. Yeah, sure. Okay. So, new special event. What's this? Huh. I can go to Europe now. Alright. Should I? I have a feeling that I'd rather stay here and unlock everything I have, but at the same time, I like variety, you know? That's the issue. I feel like variety is definitely what I will be looking for first, so I'm gonna visit Europe. What part? Wait, hold up. Which part of Europe is this supposed to be? Hold up. Zoom out a little bit. Italy. That's Italy, right? Or at least the north.
We are back. The sun is shining, the weather is fine, and this time of the day, there are no patrons clogging the sidewalk.
Well, we have to use this one. That's a 4GT, right? Nice. Always a cool car. Yeah, I think that we are supposed to be in Italy here.
Who's gonna win?
I mean, I could check at the things on the side, though they are not particularly in Italian, it seems. What countries at the north of Italy? Like, I don't have, like, unfortunately, a very good knowledge about Europe's geography. Is it Germany or France? Like, which one of them is it? It has to be one of those two, right? Wait, it said something in the signs. Levi what? We'll have to look at a map, but my guess is that it's either Italy or France. I actually don't know what country borders the north of Italy. Sorry, my bad.
Massive takedown action! Bring it on! Give me alarm! Smash the car! I'm Striker! Woo! Crash.
I think that this guy has a little bit of adrenaline running through his veins. A little bit. That's not a bad thing, you know. Oh. A postcard. I mean, it's called Vineyard. I don't think that tells me much. Hey, I guess it's that place above Italy. So it has to be Italy. I'm pretty sure that that's still not the border of Italy. Like, oh, that's the only one, by the way.
FM back again. All right, everyone.
Okay, so I guess if we want to do more Europe, we gotta do more USA. All right, sure, we can do that. Oh, a Grand Prix.
Crash FM, back again. I can't believe what I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
sure.
There are huge RVs hauling ass through Main Street right now, which sounds like it'll need to be renamed Takedown Street. Those things are gonna fly.
Ironically, most of these cars are not really better than the ones above. I could pick this one though. Oh, nice that you can change the color. Though the colors seem, for the most part, to be red, blue, and black that you're allowed to pick. So, kinda like whatever, right? Okay. Frozen Peak.
6 drivers, a set of races, it's race GP time. You gotta be consistently great to progress in this competition.
So there is one guy that is using the same car as me with the same color. Behind me now. Oh, what? So, pretty interesting to me that traffic checking was still not a thing in this game. I think that all of this kinda leads me to think that Revenge was actually the ultimate Burnout game. But I didn't take you out. I mean, thanks for the free boost, I guess, but that wasn't my doing, you know? Hey, I'll take it, I mean, why not? Wait, this is a Grand Prix, right? Does that mean that there are multiple races, or what? Or is it a single race? They call it a Grand Prix. I mean, theoretically, you know, some specific races are called Grand Prix, even though it's a single race. Maybe that's also the case here. I don't know. Shit. Wow, that was a perfect lap, okay. No, I feel like it would be nice if you got a bonus for Burnout. So at the same thing, I can understand why, at the same time, I can understand why it wouldn't be that possible to implement, because you are constantly earning boost while the boost is going on, so it's like you will need to, I mean, it wouldn't be hard to implement, but you will essentially have to remember that the player like press boost when the bar was full, and then it never let it go, right? Yeah, I'm 10 seconds ahead. Are my opponents even trying? You know that it's pretty early in the game, but my opponents seem to be not trying too hard. Now they are getting closer. I would say not close enough. Not bad. Well, not bad. No shit. I obliterated them. But yeah, no, this is a tournament. There are multiple races. So the question here is if winning every race is mandatory to get all gold medals like the previous game, or if you just need to win the championship. Actually pretty messed up that the previous game did that.
6 drivers, a set of races, it's race GP time. You gotta be consistently great to progress in this competition.
Consistently great? Well, my opponents are consistently bad, so I don't think that should be a problem. though. Huh. That didn't count as a takedown for some reason. It's pretty cool though to see how the series evolved, and knowing how Burnout Revenge is, like essentially seeing what it all amounts to, right? What I don't know is technically the game after after this one is not Burnout Revenge, it's Burnout Legends. But the game is for the PSP, so I guess it will be. It will be safe to say that being a PSP game is probably gonna be like a weaker version of this one. I don't know. I probably shouldn't assume that simply for being a PSP game. I mean, after all, there are a lot of PSP games that are absolutely fantastic, but in most cases, as good as they are, if there is an equivalent in the PS2, they tend to be better games since they can, they can use better technology. I mean, the perfect example, and the one I was thinking of, is Ridge Racer. On the PS2 you have Ridge Racer 5, a very good game, and then you have well, the PSP Ridge Racer games that are cool, but they are essentially like a diet version of Ridge Racer 5. Well, to be fair, they play differently than Ridge Racer 5, but they play in a way more simplified way. But a simplified way that they continued in the following games. So I don't know if here maybe Burnout Legends will introduce some things that Revenge uses. I don't know. I will have to play that. There are 3 races, it's stated up there, race 2 of 3. Wonder how long this Grand Prix can go for, though it seems that the whole game is very long. Like, just by the amount of medals that you can collect.
This is Crash FM, up and away at the Aerospace Museum, where you need a very high IQ and pocket protector to get in. I snuck my way in, and the things in here do not play anymore. But our burners do. Just caught sight of one landing up on the plaza, and what can I say? Pocket protector, yeah!
Did he say that he needed a high IQ for the museum or something? And I guess that was always a joke, right? You needing a high IQ to enjoy something. I remember, because the most recent example of that is that I don't really remember where it originally was from, but a message of someone saying that you need a high IQ to enjoy Rick and Morty, and that message got clown for a very long time. I guess it was always a popular joke, saying that something requires high IQ.
I just checked in with my homeboy up at Race Radio, and nothing going on there, so keep it here. Crash FM, bringing you all the waterfront action.
I hope that this guy's voice doesn't overlap with mine too much. I think that I put the game in a very quiet volume precisely because of that. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to If it was only music, it would be one thing, but when you actually have a voice saying something and you're speaking over it, a lot of times it can cause you to not understand anything. Wait, they were also promoting Underground 2, like Need for Speed Underground 2. Were they promoting the competition? Well, I mean, since they were both managed by Electronic Arts, I guess it's not a competition, but... I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it was a good move for Electronic Arts, but I guess I'm mostly surprised that...
You are still tuned in to Crash FM. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're listening. That's good. I'm proud of you. It's
I guess it was a good move to finance Burnout, considering how much the games are fondly remembered. Just that back then, I guess if I was in charge of Electronic Arts, I would wonder why, having Need for Speed, why I would want another racing franchise, but I guess that's precisely why I'm not a multi-millionaire. You need the shark mindset. You need to have it all if you want to succeed. Alright. That was free. You can unlock 3 cars. I guess there are different categories of cars, so even if you unlock a lot of cars, you can only use them in some events. Muscle series. Oh, see, for example, this, like, Muscle series, I'm assuming it's the one that allows you to use all the cars that are labeled as muscle. And I did already unlock some of them too, so... Which one is this gonna be? Another muscle, yeah. Most likely. But I guess that also makes the cars a little bit less unique, right? I guess. That one is called Muscle Type 1, and I'm pretty sure there's one called Muscle Type 2 as well. Yeah, exactly, this one. So, they kinda make them sound more generic than it was in the previous game, you know? And it's one gonna be the Muscle Type 3, I guess. Alright. Obviously you can tell that they are all pretty different, but... like, they should have picked a better name. I guess they did not. Okay. So, we can go there. I could do this crash event here, I guess.
We got a setup and a half for you Silver Lake burners. The new junction is live. And
shut up and jump. Are you gonna be easy? I don't know. Maybe not. How will I know?
Silver Lake, the vacation destination.
200,000. It's pretty clear that you want me to jump no matter what. Where will I even land after that? Oh, you can aim where you want to land. You can do that. That should hit the tracks as well. But it didn't hit the other track, which unfortunately is probably gonna cost me some money. And more importantly, I also think that I missed a lot of cars I could have gotten. Like, yeah, I did that very badly. Instead of crashing those guys, I should have gone to the intersection. My bad. We can fix that.
Silver Lake.
Just that it didn't look like I could jump that far. I guess I can. I don't know if there is a way to jump start here like in the previous game. Doesn't quite look like it. Oh, a nice hit, dude. Maybe I shouldn't really jump. Because I mean, jumping what gives you is that token.
I got a chaos theory.
I guess you could potentially just get a lot more score by getting a better position for the crash. Let me see though. One more time. The issue is that doing that, you are locked out of the intersection, so that's not a good idea. So I guess I'm not taking the champ. Despite the name of the... Yeah, the name of the event is there just to trick you. Not as simply as just shut up and champ. Clearly no. There is a multiplier though. I kinda fucked that one up though, but it's fine. That still should be a more chaotic accident, I guess. Okay. Is that good enough though? Well, there was a final crash there at the end. No, that is not good enough, unfortunately. The problem is that the 2-time multiplier, assuming it multiplies the whole score,
Take one insane burner.
it's in a weird angle to get, if I can even get it. Right? It's up there, but... Oh, I can actually get it, yeah. Shame that I missed everything pretty much. Okay, I don't think that... I miss everything there was to miss. It's possible to do that, but I need to aim better. So at the time that you champ,
We have some high level.
you're kind of like a passenger. It's hard to... Oh, I think that you do have the champ star in this game too. Hold up. I guess the problem is when you land more than anything. I got them on that side, but I didn't get them on the other side. So unless the multiplier is actually a 2-time multiplier, this is not going anywhere. Or maybe it is, never mind. I might skip everything and I didn't see if it actually used the... Like the 2-time multiplier work like that or not. Well, I'll take it. But I guess you really want to pick that up after all. Alright. Oh, unless the multiplier is for the end. World Tour. On another continent. But it's still only Europe, though it will take me to the Far East. Okay. This is another crash event.
Those European drivers are maniacs, giving us a perfect way to blend in. These snow-filled streets are a great place to cause some mass crash.
Damn, saying that European drivers are maniacs. I did hear that there was one European country that didn't have speed limits in highways. Was it
3
Germany?
steps to filling up on adrenaline. Number 1, use Crash Nav to find yourself a busy crash junction. Number 2.
Shut up. Yeah, you do have the champ star, actually. I guess it's not as effective as the actual champ star from the... Oh, that explosion barely did shit. There was also a 2-time multiplier there. Oh, and like one of the traffic can pick it up. Well, I'm pretty sure that has to be enough. Or no, maybe it won't. It actually won't. Oh, but yeah. Okay, so the multiplier does indeed multiply the whole thing. So that's kind of a must. Like, you have to pick that up. I mean, unless it costs you a lot of cars to, you know, not be there. But yeah, you kind of have to pick that multiplier up. Alright. Well, I unlock a car because of the money. I don't know which one it's gonna be. Another one of these pickup trucks. So, oh, 4WD Racer. Okay, yeah, that's a very fancy way of calling that ugly pickup truck. There are more crash events in Europe. But yeah, no, I want more variety, so let me do another type of event for now. We could do this.
If you can hear my voice, which you are right now,
Oh, it's
then
a
you're listening to
face-off.
Crash FM. Racers are returning to the U.S. with the promise of faster.
So does that mean that I can unlock a car just by beating this? Or does face-off have a different meaning here? I'm not sure.
One-on-one, mano-a-mano. This is a racing bar fight.
Wait, where is my opponent? Oh, there he is. Oh, I crashed? Really? You were showing me him crashing. I mean, he did crash too. He's right on your tail. What do you want me to do? And you're lying. He's not even close. You mean he's right on your tail? Now you should stop lying, mister. Oh. What? I mean, you're saying... Oh, there he is. I guess he was so close I couldn't even see him behind me because he was next to me. I think that these face-off events, the opponent is always intended to be close to you, no matter what. I mean, you can tell by the fact that he's going so much faster. And there's only one lap, so...
Come on, you guys, boys and girls, kick it to the next gear, let's go. I am Striker, I'm Crash.
Guy's called Striker. Kind of name is the... Ouch. What an asshole. I thought he was gonna crash into the column, but no. Now, the issue is that he's most likely pretty far, and that was the finish line. That sucks, right at the end. Not to mention that's a very long lap, all things considered.
Alright, here you go, I'm hooking you up with the Takedown transmission. I spotted a group of anoraks collecting tram numbers down at Waterfront. I couldn't help thinking it would be easier if the trams weren't moving.
I don't know what you should say, but it's fine. So the real question is if taking down this guy is even possible, and how useful it will be, because it seems like he will be back on your ass immediately. So, for example, that wasn't a takedown. Even though I couldn't imagine him surviving that, I guess he did. He's surviving a lot of shit. Huh. Can you really take him down? I don't know, it's not looking possible right now. And with how fast he is, it's... Oh! Well, I guess he did it himself. And that counted as a takedown somehow. Now the issue is that if his behavior is consistent, he's probably gonna be right on my tail very early, yeah, correct. Though saying right on my tail, it says it in very different situations, like there I was 1 second away and it still said it. I barely touch you, dude. Come on. Like, when I actually tried to take him down, he survives everything like a cockroach. But yeah. A slight hit that I don't even intend, and he dies. Does that mean that I'm unlocking this car or what? Well, yeah, apparently. I don't know if this one, but one car got unlocked. So it didn't look particularly nice, honestly. Seems that in this game, the stats of the cars might not be that important since they are all part of the same category. For example, this one is a compact, so as long as it competes against compact, there might not be that much of a difference whatsoever. New special event. Oh, that's in the Far East. When you say Far East, why don't you just call it Asia? Isn't it easier that way? I mean, you're pointing at China, Southeast Asia, Korea, and Japan. You should say that. I'm pretty sure Mongolia is in there too. Probably. Wait, hold up. Go back. Where exactly is that? Okay, that is China, I'm pretty sure. Dockside.
All right, this is Crash FM, and much of today's route is along
This is
Finland
a
Road
special
and through the
event.
docks. Keep eyes open for the heavy rigs hauling.
Oh, and that's a very fast car. So, apparently it's gonna be part of a super category that you will get at some point. Not yet, but I guess they let
Fast
you.
lap times earn you bragging
They
rights.
let you
Burning
have a
laps is what this
taste
race is
of
all
it.
about. Oh, and check the clock. It's already ticking.
Yeah, the clock is already ticking, but I'm not getting any boost. Oh, it's because... Okay. Hold up. Oncoming traffic here is on the right side. That's why I wasn't getting any
Fast lap times
boost.
earn you bragging rights. Burning laps is what this race is all about. Oh, and check the clock. It's
But
already
that's
ticking.
a good thing to keep in mind. And this thing goes pretty fast, yeah. Actually, extremely fast. Not sure if actually going for the boost all the time might be a good idea. But it could be that that gold medal is impossible to get otherwise, right? Yeah. Not to mention so many places here are completely blind. You cannot tell what you're about to go through. Ah shit, you had to get in the way. That's the worst possible part for you to be. God damn it. But hopefully it's not perfectionist like that other one, but it might be. Yeah, I don't think it's enough. Unfortunately, no. There's gonna be one of those picky ones, huh? Alright, in that case I'm gonna give it one more try, but otherwise I'll just leave it for...
What's up? I'm Striker on Crash FM
for
here,
some other
and
time.
I
Because it
just
seems
got a
that
call in
all
from the
these
union. Apparently,
burning
they're threatening action
laps
and
are
there's
gonna
some
be like
storm
this.
down in the docks. Any takers?
So is there any way to mute this guy? He talks a little bit too much. Would be nice if it was audio. Oh yeah, here. There you go. Perfect. Right. Yeah, sorry, but I don't like that guy. He just talks a little bit too much.
You're back with Crash FM.
Oh, okay.
Welcome
I guess
to
that
the
didn't
docks.
work.
As ever, tons of racing action to be had. If the heat and humidity don't get
Maybe
there,
I didn't
one of your
confirm
rivals
it.
will. Let's start the battle.
'Cause,
and
I mean,
make
it
sure you
has
stay
to
with
mean
Crash
the
FM.
shade. Yeah, I guess I didn't press cross. Alright. Should be muted now. That has nothing to do with me crashing though. I guess he doesn't help. The DJ is out now. Sorry if you like it, but I don't. The thing is that he talks even while a song is going. It's not that he waits until the song is over. No, he talks in the middle of the song. So it's like, what are you doing? So why do you call it DJ? Shouldn't it just be broadcaster? It's not like we're in a dance club here. It's supposed to be a radio. Should be a broadcaster. The question though if this is still gonna be enough or not. Because it might not be. Ooh, it wouldn't have been enough if I crashed there though. But yeah, this might be enough. Yeah, it is. That's the thing about these burning laps. You have to not crash a single time. Like, not even once. Crashing once is already enough to disqualify you. Now, there is probably one issue with disabling the DJ, which is that means that the songs are gonna be more like easier to listen to, which means that they will be far easier to be recognized for copyright. So it's a double-edged sword, what I just did. We will see. Alright, so he doesn't even tell when you select an event. That's good. Wait, hold up. What's the compact that I unlock? Custom... No, modified compact. I could pick this one, I guess. I just wish they had more colors, but... Seems that mostly, just like the previous games, the colors are very basic. Though at least in the previous games there were some more, you know, less common colors, right? Oh, okay. Something tells me that this video is gonna get blocked somewhere. There is absolutely no way that all these copyrighted songs are not blocked. I mean, if it's blocked, I hope it's only in 1 or 2 countries like it tends to be the case. But I think that it shouldn't be a problem. For the most part, I think that the only songs that are blocking the whole world, in my experience, tend to be Japanese ones. So I guess as long as... Well, this game obviously won't have that, so it should be fine, but... I don't know. So I think that... crashing like that in a face-off is a bad idea. I don't even know if I can get back at him now. He's losing you, yeah, no shit. But I cannot do it much better than this, you know? I'm doing what I can. But compared to the previous car that I used in that burning lap event, any of this is gonna be slow, but... Seems that I'm going slow regardless, even for these car standards. But you never know, at least he's close. There are no laps here though. So, once the finish comes, that's it. Ah, that wasn't enough to crash. I mean, to make him crash. He's still there. Trying to take him down on purpose, it's very hard to do. He almost did it on me. Because at the end, yeah, the end is right there. Unfortunately, that was enough. Him was a photo finish. Nice. I think that this game doesn't have a replay. The previous game had one. I wouldn't have watched the whole replay simply to see the end. It would be nice if these games had a replay of like the end of the race. that show how you cross the finish line. And this is another compact. Dominator compact. Isn't Dominator also the name of one of the other Burnout games? I think even for the PS2. Probably. Not a single takedown. Well, if I didn't add any single takedown, why do you even say that I added 0 takedowns? What's the point of that? So I think that face-off will probably unlock that compact prototype because it's the last one. Everything else has been unlocked. I'm gonna use this one. Continental Run? Yeah, that's a question here. It's like it tells you, hey, you see this track, have you played it? I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Apparently this is the prototype thingy. I don't think it looks that much like a prototype though. Nice. Actual takedown. No, see, those two statements contradict each other. You say he's 4 seconds behind and then you say he's right on your tail. Those are mutually exclusive statements, dude. One cannot be true if the other one is true. Also, I saw him crash behind me, that was weird. What did he even crash to? There's no traffic in here. So, you know, I thought I was exaggerating, but no, there's no traffic whatsoever. Are we doing an initial D race? I mean, this is a mountain pass. Yeah, this is an authentic mountain pass with no traffic, so essentially what fully defines initial D, you know? Crazy. If that we're not using Japanese cars. Or at least they are not meant to. Well, not to mention we are in the USA. If I wanted to hit him, I was supposed to go closer to the left. That's fine. See, he waits for me. He's a gentleman. I'm gonna pay him back. Oh, there is traffic here though. Fuck. See, that's instant karma. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think, unless there is a lot of race remaining, I don't think I'm taking him back. I know I'm 2 seconds behind. What of it? That was terrible. I couldn't have done anything there. And he's already pretty far, so I think that this should be a restart. But I did get a lot of meter now. I don't think I'm gonna... No, okay, that won't be enough. Too many accidents. I guess not having traffic for a while kinda threw me off. Takedown denied. Got him. Invisible wall, huh? Would have been nice if it actually jumped into the water, but I guess not. I don't see why you would put an invisible wall there. I mean, I don't think there will be risk of skipping the track, would it? Would be a little bit dumb. I don't know. is that a little bit messed up that's in such a long track. This guy will constantly be next to you. Because at that point, the whole thing is filler. Well, it's the same thing that I said about the previous games too, but here, doesn't matter how much advantage you get, this guy will be there constantly. Okay, the he's right on your tail thing, I guess I just gotta ignore it, because it's not truthful at all. But what is definitely truthful is what I said of him constantly being behind you. So here he's gonna approach, so whatever advantage I could have gotten is gonna disappear. That was extremely close. I don't know how it didn't end in a crash. No. Okay, that's fine. It's there. I also know how much is left of the track. But so far it seems, well, it's a shame that for some reason we don't have the total time that we spend on the race to know how long this track is, because it seems that it is very, very long, all things considered. I mean, it makes sense that it's a single lap, but it's still quite long, I would say. 2 seconds ahead. Should be around here, because this is where you start entering the mountain pass, right? Shouldn't be too far from here. Would it? Careful. I don't know if I should use the boost. I can't believe that. Well, he crashed too on the right side. I didn't even need to move, like he just got the traffic car. Hey, I don't see the finish line. Does this race even end? Maybe it doesn't end. That's the plot twist. I'm pretty sure that for now we've been at it for like what, 4 minutes and I almost crashed. And he's right there behind me. And I will use the boost, but like at this point it will be pretty suicidal. Okay, never mind. Now I have to. And that was a very long race. Like very, very long. And I unlocked 2 cars. Sure. Yeah, that so far I think has been the, well, I wouldn't say longest race, but definitely the longest track. Thankfully it was only 1 lap. Also, how is it going, Cloncal? I just unlock a prototype compact. Oh, well, compact prototype, yeah, that thing. Hey, how are you doing? You know that yesterday... Wait, 10 gold medals? Don't I have more than 10? Do I really only have 10? Maybe you mean... It says awarded for 10 gold medals. Really? Only 10? Hold up. No, not driver details. Go back. Here. I have more than 10. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it's 10 compact gold medals or something. Whatever. It's fine. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. I meant to say that, you know that yesterday you mentioned that the developers of the Burnout games, they made their own company and started making their own games. And it's an insane coincidence. One of them released today. I had no clue about that. Like, I didn't time these Burnout streams with that. It just happened to happen at the same time. And today they released one of their games. It's called Recreation. Apparently doesn't have very good reviews on Steam at all. And in fact, I saw, you know, pretty much one of the only streamers I watch, or well, not one of the only ones, but the one that I watch the most, basically release a video talking about it, and it seems like it's unfortunately like the typical modern game release, like basically an unfinished game that is badly optimized. And it's pretty fucked up because it was also presenting the argument of, like, why wouldn't you just play these games instead? What that game has though is that it's open world. But the thing is that if you want that, why don't you just play Burnout Paradise? You know? It's that sort of stuff. And that's something that happens a lot nowadays. I feel that there are so many games where you look at them and the first thing that comes to your mind is, you know, why would I play this when the superior games already exist and they were released like decades ago, right? Also, how is it going, Sunshine? Just here, you know, doing the usual. Their first game wasn't well received either. Yeah, I don't remember what name it had, but I heard it being mentioned. I think this one is being received even worse. Like, I thought that, for what I seen, that the previous game was mostly received as being a mediocre game, while this one that released today is received as simply being bad. You know? And I will believe it. But the point is that it's just one of those cases where you really ask yourself why you will play these new games when the older ones are just perfectly fine, you know? And I think that essentially encompasses 90% of the games released nowadays. Like, the question is why, right? You're good? Nice. Good to hear. But yeah, the thing is that being a game developer sucks. It really does, because making a video game is so fucking hard. And even when you have the passion to do it, and you have the will and the vision to do it, if you don't have big money behind it, and, you know, if you don't have like a very tight group instead of like an extremely big group, like you end up probably not getting it right. And most newer games suck. Yeah, it tends to be the pattern, I guess. Okay, what do I have here for 30 takedowns? Supposed to be another muscle one. The assassin muscle. Okay. So all of these assassin ones have Korean letters for some reason. What are you trying to say, game? Also, I could do this crash event, I guess. Might as well. It's a game that was delayed several times. Yeah, I heard that it's been 5 years in development. And that's also another thing, like, what is different today than back then that makes developers just take so long to release games, you know? Because I understand that, you know, games have gotten more complex graphically and all of that, but I think that for the most part, they really haven't, you know, gotten much better looking either in comparison. Wait, what was the objective here? Well, whatever was the objective, I got it, and without even picking a single one of those items. Nice. But yeah, how is it going, Wasabi? Most newer big commercial games? Yeah, it's just that it's a shame that, for example, games like this one that have big money behind it are so, you know, hard to find them in good quality, right? Yeah, indie games are pretty nice, some of them, not all of them, but some of them are pretty nice, right? But the problem with indie games is that they will obviously, for the most part, never have the budget that, you know, games like this one have. So it would be nice if you could combine the budget of a big game with the cohesion of an indie, you know, team, which is essentially what these games are at the end of the day. Even if, of course, there was a lot of people behind games like this, the main developers of this game were like a relatively small group of people. And they had the budget of Electronic Arts, right? I feel like that's what's missing a lot nowadays. You have either low budget indie games, or you have big budget shit, you know? It's shit. It makes no sense, especially compared to the 360 PS3 era. Like, graphic alone should not be the problem, especially when big companies outsource the stuff. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on though. Because you know that it's not something... You know that here is the perfect opportunity to, you know, start shit talking American companies, right? But the thing is that it's a global phenomenon. Doesn't matter if it's American, European, Japanese. That for the most part, it's a global phenomenon that games are taking more to develop with lower quality. It just happens. And it shouldn't happen. I mean, some people call it a competency crisis because a lot of the developers, not all of them, but a lot of the developers from like this era of games used to be like, you know, very knowledgeable software engineers. A lot of them quite old as well, well, old. When I say old, I mean like not really old, like 40, 50 years old, right? Those people are most likely retired by now. And I don't think that they are people filling their shoes. I think that's the main problem. Or well, maybe it's not the main problem, maybe I'm talking out of my ass, because I'm not in the industry, so I wouldn't know. I'm not an insider either, clearly. So just trying to guess. I feel like that has to be one of the problems. Oh, I got to... okay. Guess I couldn't take any more crashes. I still got the gold. I'll take art style over fidelity. Yeah, but that's still not enough, because here's the thing. Take a look at a game like Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, right? Which is basically a game that most people agree to be like one of the best PlayStation 1 games. The thing about that game is that the art style is fantastic, it looks very good, but it's not cheap to do. Like, that pixel art that Symphony of the Night has, if you want to do it today, you know the amount of money and time you will have to invert on that. So, it's not even about that. It's not about art style versus graphical fidelity. It's about the fact that even a good art style nowadays apparently takes a very long time to be done. You know? That's the issue. So yeah, it's like there's not much you can do about it. I could change the car, I guess, for some more variety. Young developers expect the engine to do everything is something I saw a developer say some days ago. I mean, it's understandable why they would expect that, but I think that I don't think you can just blame young developers if there is no one there to show them the way, right? Like, it's I guess a two-folded problem mostly, but I feel like there should have been a better emphasis in passing the torch, and it seems that it clearly was not the case, because if there are so many young developers that are lost as to how to approach game development, it feels like at some point in the pipeline something didn't work out, you know? He did say development education failed, yeah, pretty much. I think that the main issue of that is precisely the fact that newer technologies are so good that you are essentially taught how to use those new technologies rather than what is behind them, right? And by the way, I'm no exception. I'm technically a programmer, but at the end of the day, a better, title for me is web developer, which is what I am, yes, but what I'm trying to say is that if you take me out of web development, like, yeah, good luck with that. I've been taught the basics of programming, so of course I could pick up a new type of development and already have a base. But most of the stuff, I guess, that I learned at university is how to use tools that allow me to, land a job, right? Which work, I guess. I mean, I landed a job and I, for now, have kept it for 7 years and most likely for many more, assuming my company is still, in a good position. I hope it is. But yeah, the thing is that when it comes to programming knowledge, and I mean like, very low level stuff like, I don't know, memory pointers, the memory allocation, that sort of stuff, I have no idea about that. Like, I know conceptually how it works, right? Like, if you want me to explain what memory allocation and memory pointers are, I could tell you what they are, yeah. But if you ask me to use them in a development, no, I can't. I mean, of course I could try studying it, but I wouldn't just be able to do it out of the blue. So I think that happens not only to me, that I'm just a web developer, but I guess to people that wanted to be video game developers also, well, that wanted that are game developers have that same issue. Like most of the, at least if it is the way they taught me, most of the stuff that you learn is high-level programming. The problem here is that every time that I mention high-level versus low-level programming, it's a very confusing term for someone that doesn't know what it means. But essentially, despite what it might sound like, high-level programming means high level of abstraction, not necessarily hard programming. If anything, high-level programming is way easier than low-level programming. Low level means low level of abstraction, so you're working at a processor level at worst, I guess. And even if it's not that low, you can, I don't know, work at you know, memory allocation level, that sort of shit. Which is mostly the same. But what I'm trying to say is that you are mostly taught programming with high levels of abstraction. So the moment you need to do something more complex, something that requires you to directly interact with the processor, you most likely are not gonna be able to do it. Because you are just taught to be able to make software that is ready to consume, you know? And there are a lot of tools that do that. But yeah, you are not really taught how all of that works, like, behind curtains, right? At least that's what my experience is. And I'm pretty sure it's the experience for a lot of programmers too, you know? But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Not much you can do about it. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, in my case, I will say that it doesn't really affect me. I mean, after all, I will repeat it multiple times, but I'm just a web developer, dude. Like, nothing more, nothing less. Me being an absolute ignorant when it comes to, you know, very specific programming knowledge is something that doesn't affect me whatsoever. But yeah. At the same time, I think that it's also about demand, right? I don't think that, you know, for example, people that study computer science, which seems to be like one of the most popular careers, at least for what I understand in the USA, people that study computer science end up, for the most part, being web developers. I already seen multiple examples of that. That's assuming they find a job, because, you know, that's never a guarantee. But the thing is that the whole supply and demand basically dictates that you are most likely gonna end up being a web developer. And that also does not really allow, because you know that a lot of these games, especially games like Doom, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that they started as a hobby. Like, I don't think it was their main job at the time. So it's like they were doing it as a side thing because they had the knowledge to do that. And then, well, ended up being a success, and I guess that became their main thing. But pretty hard to do something, you know, as a side thing when you don't really have the knowledge for it, you know. I am 8 seconds behind. Are you out of your mind? That's fucked up. It's fine. I also just realized that in this game they remove the timer, which makes sense. Like, why would you care about the timer here when it didn't do anything in the previous games? You are not gonna run out of time. By the way, this is an elimination type of event, but the problem is that the elimination doesn't happen after a set amount of time. It happens after the lap is over. That's kinda the issue. And the lap doesn't seem particularly short, so as you can see on the top right, you end up having 5 laps, which is quite a lot, I think. So, yeah. Eat shit. Basically, with what I was saying, in few words, I think programming culture is fucked. You know, it's kinda, now that I think about it, it feels like programming nowadays is pretty similar to what, you know, language learning models do, or well, AI, right? What AI does, which is that it's highly derivative. Damn, I'm gonna lose, by the way. Huh, you just blow up, that's pretty funny. Alright, wait, continue. It's because I unlocked something. What did I unlock? I mean, I don't really care. I'm not gonna do that event now, though. It seems a little bit too hard. Wait, well, what is the reward for? Because of that takedown? What? What even was the reward? Whatever, fuck you, I'm going to Europe. Oh, this one was a preview lab. But did I even try this one? Seems a little bit long. I don't think I should try it. We'll do these crash events though, I guess. Tropical drive question mark? If it's tropical, it cannot be in Europe, right? Or can it? I don't think so. That's fine. 370,000. Nice. The rocket start in this game is not as important as in the previous one. I could get the multiplier at least, so that's a great help. Okay. Nice explosion. No one is getting out of that one. So that is enough thanks to the multiplier, right? Is it? Yeah, it should be. It is. I honestly don't remember the amount, but pretty sure it was below 400,000. Okay, that unlocked an event. I should try the one in the Far East, like this game likes to call it. We'll do that. It's a lot of money. Hey, I guess I could do those. Because all of these seem to be crash events. Let me do something else. In here, there are less events in the Far East, it appears. There's only one. Oh, actually, yeah, one available. There is something weird on the right. It's like it says new. And it's supposed to be the previous part of the UI or something. Weird. Corkscrew ramps get maximum air after... What? Maximum air after touch of ramps? What? Not sure if I understood what that means, but whatever you say. So, unfortunately, this is another hot lap. Because it is another hot lap, you gotta do it perfectly. Well, they call it burning lap. Yeah, I guess it's, you know, as a way to tie in with the name of the game being Burnout. I guess it's supposed to reference hot lap. Now the problem is that this car kinda sucks, because it drifts even when I don't want it to drift. Oh fuck. I almost will get out of that alive. But unfortunately there are so many columns in here that I cannot really do much about them. It seemed like there wasn't that much traffic to look out for. But those columns, I can guarantee you that they are way worse than traffic. Like way more dangerous than traffic. Like I had to even... This is gonna be a problem. I think that all these burning laps have to be left for last. They are very clearly the hardest events in the game, and it's not even close. Well, it's not even close yet. I guess it will be close later on. Okay, fuck this event. I think I understand, game. You want me to leave this for last? I will, don't worry about it. That's what I'm gonna do. Sure, it's fine. I don't mind. I didn't have any, you know, any hurry to do them. You didn't have to do it like that. The problem is that all of the other available events here are crash events. Euro Circuit Racer get all takedown target trophies. Huh. So you unlock that thing. Interesting. This one is called Grand Slam. And gonna be playing tennis here. Cool. I couldn't get the... Oh, you have to be shitting me. Well, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere at this rate, since I didn't get the multiplier. So then that was pretty loud. You know, that wasn't even close. It's either you have the Need for Speed Underground 2 ad. Alright. Can you remind me what the gold medal was? 280,000. Yeah, so you need a 2-time multiplier, but the issue is it's hard to get that without crashing. Okay, I got it. I had to use the explosion there to avoid falling off further. That should at least be good enough to stop all of these guys. Yeah, obviously. I don't know if it's enough destruction. Yeah, it is. Because that will get the multiplier, yeah. You have to manually pick up the multipliers, yes. In fact, you have, I think, like 3 type of items you can pick up. You have coins that should give you straight up points. You have one that fills your boost. And then you have the 2-time multiplier that, well, duplicates your score. So it's less that, yes, you have to pick up the multiplier, but there's only one of them. That's the difference. Like, you don't have the concept of multiplier like in the previous game, where you were intended to chain multiple cars to get the multiplier to go high. Here, it's essentially like the cars that you take build up on the amount of points. Oh, that's a lot of points, by the way. But yeah, the only multiplier that you get is an item. And it only, it multiplies it 2 times, which is obviously way more than enough to get the target times. Well, that's another thing. The target times so far haven't gone to 1,000,000. Like, in fact, this is the highest one so far. 500,000. So yeah, they made the crash events easier for now. They definitely made them easier. Was that enough to... Yeah, it was enough to pick up the multiplier, I think. Because I think the traffic can pick up the items for you. Which is quite useful, of course. Oh, there is a 4-time multiplier. Well, it's pretty clear I need to go for that one. Yeah, that one wasn't enough. Right. So yeah, I guess that's another new thing. You have the 4-time multiplier, and it's pretty clear you need to go for that one. Kinda hate the camera here. I mean, the camera was never really a strong point in these events, it seems. Wow, I actually got taken back. The 4-time multiplier there. Unless I can somehow get there with this explosion. Nah, there is no way. I'm not gonna be able to go that far. You know, if that would... No, it didn't pick it up. You know, I need to pick that one up, but if I crash off a truck, I should get taken back. That's not gonna be useful. Well, that's fine. On the right side... Yeah, that's the issue though. You get that there, and then what? Nothing. So, that's actually quite a question. How do you get to that multiplier? Might not be that easy. At all. Well, we will check. I mean, I'm assuming that it's probably gonna be something post-crash. So, you could ideally... Well, but the problem is that the crash makes you go so much to the... No, I couldn't pick it up there either. That's gonna be a problem. Because if I don't crash any of the trucks, I don't think I can crash anything else. But there really isn't much that you can do here. That's the thing. That's the opposite of what you wanna do. Damn, and just when I say that the crash events were easier than in the previous game, we get this one. Bad timing to claim that, I guess. Well, I could not pick up the boost. Just that I think that that will just make me lose a lot of stuff instead. Well, not to mention that. But at least here, if I manage to... Yeah, if I get the explosion, I should be able to reach the multiplier. Or not. Maybe not. You know, that ain't gonna be... how do I get that the multiplier, dude? I cannot push the trucks. I'm too weak. Well, whatever. We will worry some other time. I guess not now. Damn. But the problem is that, you know how many events there are already that I cannot get gold. So getting back at them will be a very big issue. You know, this preview lap is not a good idea. Now, let me go back to the USA, dude. Let me just go back. There are enough events to do here. Let's just do that. See, here it's even just a regular face-off. So, didn't I already do this one? I guess no. I mean, if it's there, I clearly didn't do them. Hey, I think that in this game, getting all of the gold medals will be a real issue. That it's gonna be one of those things that... good luck doing it. That meant to be a Porsche. Huh, nice shit, dude. Kinda looks like one, but at the same time it doesn't. No, I don't think it's a Porsche. It's a... Is it supposed to be like a Lotus? I think it is meant to be one of the Lotus cars. Maybe. I don't know. What I know is that this type of races is also hard to do, so that's the main problem here. In fact, you know that I think I remember when I play Burnout Revenge, I feel like it's probably one of the games that made me the saltiest. Precisely because some events were like legitimately hard to do. Like some events were a real nightmare to go through. And especially I think since that game has like star-based rating for every event, like trying to get all the stars in an event will be sometimes very painful. So something tells me that here something very similar has the potential to happen, especially considering that there are so many events already where I struggle quite a lot to get the gold, you know. So I really gotta say that I wish that, like, you know, the flagship mechanic of the game, Burnout, I wish that it was a thing in this game. I think that one of the best things about Burnout 2 is the fact that you felt that you could go at light speed forever, and it all depended on you being able to dodge. But in this game, the boost, unless you're in one of those burning laps, the boost wears down, you know? So that's kind of an issue. You cannot constantly be on boost, right? That's quite the issue there. Yeah, it's fine. What do we have here? Well, yeah, this car, obviously. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a Lotus. Obviously, they should have generic name for these things, but it's a modified muscle. Oh, I got all the easy takedowns, huh? I'm assuming I get a reward for that. But apparently a trophy. And what do you want me to do with that trophy? Where should I shove it? I wonder. Oh wait, that unlock a Grand Prix, or is that unrelated? Maybe unrelated, I don't know. Also, wait, hold up. There's something I wanna check. Give me a second. That crash event that I got a silver. How does it look? No, it wasn't this one. How will I know where it was? Maybe here? It wasn't this one, it was probably this one. Okay, so you can tell that you have a silver medal. It actually is painted silver. The problem is that you don't have any easy way. Well, okay, never mind, you do, because it tells you there 1 out of 2, because it counts the gold medals. Okay, so there is an easy way to see where you don't have a gold medal. Good to know. Alright, well, Muscle Grand Prix. The one that I just unlocked, just how good is it? Well, not very, apparently. I wanna pick it though. Probably a mistake, but I just like the way the car looks, you know? Besides, if it is meant to be the Lotus, I definitely wanna use it. I like the Lotus cars. They look nice. They are very British. Very British cars. Well, that guy died. Okay, that guy fucked me up. It says crash, but in reality what happened there is that I got taken down. That was a takedown through and through. I got that guy somehow. It's the same. Ah, okay. Well, this one it actually says taken out. Alright. Promise that the race just started and I'm already being punished this badly. I probably should have picked the other car that has more weight rather than this one. Was probably a mistake too. I mean, in these games it seems like it's always a mistake to not go for whatever is the best car that you have at any given time, you know? 3 seconds. It seems that this game does share the insane amount of time that you will be behind the first place if you crash and he was already ahead. Tough. If I had drift there, I would have hit this stupid ass truck, but instead I ended up hitting the wall. Damn it, dude. Where is the first place, by the way? How far are we? This is already the second lap. Okay. I think I've seen enough. I'm gonna pick the other car. I think that should be my philosophy, just like it was in Burnout 2. Do not pick a car that is worse than another one you have. Pick the best car available, which in this case is that one. Just wanna double check if there is another one, but no, it's this one. So don't do anything stupid, just pick what works. No reason to make it harder on yourself. Just do it right, you know? That's what matters. Now, considering that some cars seem to have some very fucked up requirements to be unlocked, I don't think I will be able to unlock every single car in the game. It will be a problem though if those same requirements apply to unlock events. Because my idea, which will normally be getting gold medals, will be a problem if an event requires a very ridiculous stuff to do. Also, look at that, dude. Look at how easily I'm taking down these assholes simply for using the best choice I had available. It's what I tell you. The game makes you go for the best car. And I mean, you might think to yourself, well, that's logical. If a car is the best one, obviously you want to pick it. But I feel like that's a problem in itself, especially in a game where you have the cars separated by categories, that you should have different reasons to pick up different cars. You shouldn't have cars that become obsolete when another one gets unlocked. Or, I mean, you can have a couple, but in this case, there is simply no reason to not pick this one. Well, I guess technically you have another car available right now that has 4 points of speed instead of 3, but I don't think that really matters too much when it comes to categories. Like, the fact that this category already works the way it works, I think that, I mean, this category or any category, right? The fact that they have cars of similar speed, at that point the most important thing will probably be the weight. That being said, I'm getting kinda fucked right now. I'm 7 seconds behind, really? Well, that's something that obviously is not related to weight whatsoever, you know? It's something that is related to skill issue. And maybe this one might not work either, I feel. It most likely won't. That's a shame, though. And, I mean, on the right side, the moment I manage to reach one of these guys, it shouldn't be that hard to do a takedown on them. But I keep crashing, dude. Okay, whatever. You know what? We're gonna do this Grand Prix later. Promise that if I keep doing this with every single event, I'm gonna run out of events to do, you know? If I keep postponing these events, obviously there are gonna be no events later left to do. Oh, this Eliminator one. See, that's one I postponed on purpose. I also postponed this one that was, yeah, the preview lab. I actually don't have many choices, you know? There are not that many at all. There is a new one here. Get bent, damn. Interesting name. Very interesting name. Just play the game after revenge. The game after revenge, what? Paradise? Or you mean that I should play this game after revenge? I don't know about that. I think that would be a bad idea, personally. Eventually... What the hell? I didn't mean to crash there. Fuck you. Come on. I was just drifting. But I think there was a multiplier in the way. Hey, here I really think that it's barely even worth doing the... Oh, there it is. Promise that crashing there, I don't think it's a good idea considering that there was a... Wow, okay. I cannot even get the crash breaker. Even though this is a significant multiplier, it's probably not gonna be enough. Or maybe, no, it will actually. It will simply because of the 4-time multiplier. So you have situations like that where the crash itself is absolutely pathetic, but because of the multiplier being so high, it doesn't matter, you know? You still get it. That's interesting. Alright, cool. And there is another one here. I didn't do this one before. Or is this the one that I got filtered by? Oh shit. Get gold in all race events to unlock the Circuit Racer, which is a Formula car. But that's very easy to say though, right? Just get gold in all the racing events, bro. As if all of them were already unlocked, right? Yeah, pretty funny of you. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. So, is there even a multiplier here? All I see are those money medals, but I don't think I see any multiplier in here. Huh. But if there is no multiplier, I guess I should go for the regular medals. Yeah, that was relatively far, I guess. Oh, there is a multiplier actually, it's right there. I can probably use the crash breaker to get there. I do agree with you that the camera is a little bit shit in situations like that. Because you want to know where you're gonna be aiming and you don't. Like if you want to pick a multiplier or anything after the explosion, you cannot really see it very well. So I agree with you in that regard that the camera doesn't really help at all, but that's fine. Don't you worry. Okay, so here... Oh, we unlock a car. What is it? What do we have here? The problem is that these cars that you unlock as a result for crash points are usually very ugly. Or rather, they are very... what's the word? Like, a little bit disappointing compared to the other cars in the game that, you know, look so much cooler, right? Alright. Well, I guess you can have... I think it's possible, wow. Perfectly avoided the accident, nice. Wait, what? I thought those guys were gonna get into an accident. I was about to say that I think that the boost works differently here. Like the initial boost. It's like you're supposed to... I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. Honestly. But essentially it's like you have to repress the boost a lot earlier, I think. They might miss the multiplier, and all thanks to the camera. Okay, I will show your cos Clonka that this camera fucking sucks. It really does. And it seems that there is no way to change it, but sometimes you really want to aim some specific places. So why is that blowing up there? Like, what's going on? I got the multiplier. Oh, did I even manage to get that many? I feel like I didn't. Oh no, well I did get quite a bit. That should be good enough. I mean, did I get 2 multipliers at once? Actually. Yeah, 2 and 4. Oh, okay. So they don't stack. If you get the 4 multiplier, it doesn't apply the 2 multiplier. It doesn't become an 8 multiplier or something, no. It just applies whichever one is the best one. Well, that's good information too, I guess. As long as there is a 4 multiplier, picking up the 2-1 is kinda useless. Your crash made headline news. Should I feel proud about that? I guess I should. Just unlock a new event on another continent, okay. Well, we can do those. What is it? The more crash events, dude? You really enjoy crashing, don't you? Okay, Bronze Shack Knife City. What? Didn't I just do that? Or is it that getting gold is too good? Hold up, what do you mean get gold in Shack Knife City? Bronze in Shack Knife City? Wasn't that Shack Knife? Yeah, it was. Unless you mean in a different place here. I don't think so. So, did I do something wrong or what? Because that's pretty weird, isn't it? Well, I'll worry about that some other time, but it is weird. Get Bronze in Shack Knife Junction. I don't know. It will be weird if you require a worse medal to unlock something when you got a better one. That will be terrible. Like, that will be a very big overlook. So I'm assuming that's not the case. I'm just assuming that there's something else at play. What does that mean? Heartbreaker. What does Heartbreaker mean? No, there are a lot of modifiers in here. I don't remember Burnout Revenge having this many modifiers, if any. Actually, see, that's the thing. I don't think I remember Burnout Revenge having any modifiers in this mode. But maybe I'm wrong. It's possible that I am. Okay, what the hell? There was something that blew me up again. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that multiplier, god damn it. Can any of you get that multiplier for me? No. You can see it there, it's teasing you. Oh, okay, I saw it. Heartbreaker takes points away from you, so you don't want to pick it up. You want to precisely ignore it. Okay. But I will. How nice a star, dude. Let's just keep going here. I just wish I knew what makes me explode there, because I have no clue. So can you pick up the multiplier? There you go, nice. Well, that should be more than enough if the target is 500,000, it should be way more than enough. Right? That's actually 1 million. Oh, never mind, it's a 4 times multiplier. I thought it was 5 for some reason. Yeah, no, it's not a million. Oh, it could be a million. I got a new award, apparently. I think that there are a lot of awards that I'm definitely not gonna get. Yeah, not for now, I guess. So yeah, you essentially, if you surpass a certain point amount in a crash event, you get an award. So I'm certainly not gonna do that for all of them. Okay, so now this one unlock. That doesn't make any sense. That wasn't the condition it said. I mean, I'm glad it did unlock, yes, but why? It said bronze in Shack Knife, right? So maybe I shouldn't trust the unlock conditions that they mention, I guess. Probably shouldn't. So I'm doing a lot of crash events here. That's because it's the only thing I'm unlocking. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the crash events, but... Oh, you have the 4 times. Okay, no. You want to get the 4-time multiplier all the way there. Okay, I will. Yeah, there, and then get the multiplier from there. Well, that was an interesting explosion, because yeah, it's supposed to be a... Oh, I see what that item does. So that item just triggers an explosion casually. That's the reason why in a lot of places I was blowing up for no reason, because there was an item. Well, that should be good enough, I guess. It will. Actually, that will be 1 million. For the first time. Crazy to think that the previous game had shit like 35 million as a requirement. I mean, that's because the point system works differently in both games, obviously. Am I gonna get a special achievement for 1 million or what? No, in fact, I didn't even get an award for that. The game didn't care too much. Well, the rest are all those type of events. Hold up. Did I ever try... I never did this special event, did I? Or... No, Wait, is this a burning lab? Is that a special event doesn't... Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it's one... If the burning lab that I say that I will leave for later. Yeah, so special events don't tell you what type of events they are. Like, they just tell you they are a special event. I don't know what's so special about it, but yeah, I remember trying this. Well, since I already entered, might as well try it again, but... The hard thing about this one was that there were a lot of columns in the way. Especially after this corner. Yeah, in fact, I had to reduce the speed. Just because those columns are... Well, columns. I guess pillar would be a better word. They are the type of shit that are extremely hard to dodge. I rather dodge oncoming traffic like this all day rather than dealing with those columns. Ooh, that was close. I hope the finish line is the one that is close here, because we're running out of time. Oh, it's there, okay. I almost crashed right at the end. See, that's what I mean. When you are mentally stuck in an event, the best thing you can do is leave it for later. Because look at this, I got it on the first try now, after failing it like 5 times in a row. So, it is important to clear out your mind. I got a postcard, pretty nice of you. I don't know what you want me to do with those postcards though. Okay, I mean, I could do the crash events in Far East, but Oh, but the problem is that here the only one that I can do is the Grand Prix. I mean, there is also this elimination one. I guess I could do it. This, by the way, a very long event. It's a very long event, which means that it will take a lot of time to be over. And that also means that if you don't get the gold medal, like if you fail at the end, it's gonna be very salty. So yeah, I guess you gotta be careful. Those are the considerations, things to take into account. And this thing just take down cars like it's nothing. The reason why I say that there is so far no reason to not just pick this car. Why wouldn't you? I'm still worried about the copyright. I hope that these are just the typical songs that get claimed and that the only thing that you cannot do is monetize the video, and that's it. Since I mean I cannot monetize them anyway, it doesn't matter. I just hope they don't block it. Nice. Yeah, this thing really has no issues doing takedowns. The only problem, of course, is getting into an accident, which I'm pretty sure was the reason in the first place why I failed this event. Like, I don't think it was because someone scored a takedown on me or anything like that. I think it was simply not being able to drive properly. Essentially the good old skill issue is what I'm trying to say. That's what happened, you know? Ooh, that was close. Nice. Would be nice here if I could manipulate. Oh, I actually got the takedown. It's not like I could move that far anyways. I got mostly lucky that the AI didn't make much effort to move away, you know? That was close too. These events are so long. It really is a shame that you have no way of knowing how much time these ones are taking. But this one I wouldn't be surprised if it was like close to 10 minutes. I haven't really checked any timer or anything like that. Just out of pure sensation, it feels like it can easily be a 10 minutes event, which is usually what you know, like a medium long Gran Turismo race usually takes. And obviously ignoring the endurances. Yeah, at least in Gran Turismo 4, that's the amount of time that like an advanced event used to take. So there's that. Now this car, something that I can definitely say is that it struggles with drifting. Well, with steering in general, though, the game doesn't really seem to have anything that suggests handling being even a property. But I also don't buy the fact that all cars drive the same, because I already seen some cars that, for example, start drifting when you barely steer instead of when you use the brakes. So there has to be differences in handling, but for some reason they are not shown in the car selection screen. But and this guy cannot stop getting fucked by me. Well, it is what it is. It's what you deserve. It seems that, judging by how long it took for the guys behind to get eliminated, it seems that this is the only guy that is actually attempting to, you know, keep up with me. Like the rest are just kind of like doing their own thing, and that's it, you know. But at the same time, almost every time that we have an interaction, it just ends up going right against the wall. Okay, that's why it's so important for me to use a car like this one. And stupid truck almost ran me over. Oh shit. I like how I say it like that, as if the truck was the one at fault, right? Yeah, the truck is the one at fault. This guy should be knowing that we are trying to have a race right now. They are not letting us, you know? Shame on them. Nice. I mean, the problem here is that having someone constantly behind you means that you have an accident at the end, and, well, okay, 6 seconds is quite an advantage here, though. Alright, got it. Nice. So, new car and 2 new events. That's pretty cool. So I have a feeling that to close out this stream, I should do that Grand Prix. Maybe. I don't know. Depending on what events I unlock, I guess. It really depends on that. Oh, that's enough to unlock a new car. So is this the Assassin something something? Is it? Yeah, Assassin Coupe. So it's as I said. Any car that you unlock with takedowns apparently has the Assassin name. And takedowns in a race, really? That many? Okay. New special event. I don't know if it's supposed to be in... Oh yeah, in Europe. Okay. Cool. But I don't want to do that, no. Let me in fact just do... There is a new event here, but I want to try the Grand Prix again. I mean, I'm just gonna keep picking this one. With the other color that I haven't picked, since I picked yellow and red, I as well go for blue. Hopefully here, you know, I don't get filtered like last time. Last time it went pretty badly. But no, it's gonna go fine here. And I think that this Grand Prix is the last thing I'm doing today. And we will just continue tomorrow afterwards. But yeah, it seems that this game has, I guess as I expected, it has content for a while. I mean, since I expected it being similar to Burnout Revenge, Burnout Revenge is also an extremely long game. But extremely long is an exaggeration. It's not longer than a game like Gran Turismo, for example, but it's definitely not as short as Burnout 1 and 2. So it will take multiple streams without a doubt. Okay, that's fine. I mean, after all, as I said, my idea was to beat the original trilogy and then, you know, take a break from the series and you know, play the other ones later on. But yeah. Though I might even, because I kinda doubt that I can beat this game before Friday. And Friday is supposed to be, you know, Halloween. I usually play a very specific game on Halloween, which is Dead Smiles, but I kinda wanna do something different this year. And I mean, if I haven't beaten this game by then, that means that I will have to quickly suspend it to continue it on Saturday, right? That's still too far from today, you know? Shouldn't worry that much. Oh, that reminds me. There should be a Halloween sale, right? Probably. Oh, on Steam, I mean. I didn't clarify where. On Steam. You know that I used to follow big Steam sales a lot until they fucked up my currency and I can no longer be asked to check. But hey, you never know, maybe there's something cool that I don't yet have. I kinda doubt it though, if you ask me, but I think it doesn't hurt to check. I mean, I'm not gonna check as thoroughly as I did back then, but it's just worth checking a little bit, I guess. Also, where is the finish line? I feel like it should be around here, but I still don't see it. Where are you hiding the finish line? Where is it? Certainly not in that tunnel, but after the tunnel. And at least this was a clean victory, so seems that this time we can advance. I didn't check though how many races. Okay, it's 3 races. Because in the previous game the championships just kept getting longer and longer. So at some point you had a championship of 7 races. This one so far only being 3, but it's possible that later on they get more, you know. We will see. What? How was that a takedown? I should simply hit him a little bit from behind and he was already flying, as if I should, you know, fill his rear with TNT. TNT up his ass. Wait, this song was also in Flat Out, wasn't? No, or was it? Either in Flat Out or on Gran Turismo. No, I'm pretty sure it was on Flat Out. Flat Out 2. I know that these probably were popular songs when they came out, but then crazy how much they overlap between games, especially in this case, considering that we're talking about racing games, you know? Yeah, I think this was from Flat Out, but... Or no. Actually, I think it was from an even more fucked up game. Wasn't it from Tony Hawk Downhill Sham? I think it might have been from that game. Which, you know, I guess that it's still a racing game, but a little bit unorthodox. I fucked up. Wait, shouldn't I have gotten that guy's ass? Does the slowdown even get in the way of playing the game? Oh, you mean the takedown? The thing is that after you take down someone, you are kinda invincible. And like during this, the AI controls your car until you get control again, so it's not that big of a deal. You can disable it though. If you don't like it, when you play this game there is an option that you can disable the takedown cutscene. I personally like it simply because it makes them look more spectacular that way, and it also makes you have no doubts that you did a takedown. Because sometimes it feels like you cannot really tell if you did a takedown or not. Like for example, that one, I would have believed it was a takedown. Well, I guess you could still see the car behind me, but I would have believed it was a takedown if I wasn't looking at him. But since the cutscene didn't play, I knew it wasn't. So I think that keeping the takedowns is useful, especially because, as I said, it doesn't really take away from what you're doing, thanks to the fact that, of course, the game is properly prepared for that. I mean, I remember when I played Burnout Revenge, that there were a lot of cases where like I took someone down and like all of a sudden like I was in a very dangerous position, but it didn't matter because I was completely invincible. So yeah, essentially there is no problem with the takedowns as a player. As a viewer, maybe they are a problem, I don't know. But as a player, I can tell you that, yeah, they are not a problem whatsoever. Okay, final race. Got him. Yeah, see, that's what we call instant karma right there. That's a problem though, because the first two drivers are now pretty far, and this is a one-lap race, I just realized. Oh, okay, they are just there. They didn't go very far at all. Okay. See, that one, for example, I thought that I didn't do a takedown, but I actually did. But yeah, sometimes it is important to have those cutscenes. So I'm getting too many accidents here. I should be careful. This can go badly pretty quickly. Thankfully the two first and second place are right there. Still gonna be an issue to reach them because you don't build the boost bar that quickly, and at the same time it's also a very short bar. The best thing you can do to build boosts is takedowns, very clearly. Wait, where did the first place go? I see you here. Where did the other guy go? Oh shit, shame that that one didn't count as a takedown. See, and that's another example. I know it didn't count as a takedown precisely because it didn't show up. But yeah, I don't know where the first place is. Is he in a different track altogether or what? Doesn't seem to be anywhere close. You know that sometimes these guys just feel like going away and they really go away. Okay, he's there. Not as close as I would like, and more importantly, I don't know how much is left for the end of the track, but... Shit. Oh, I thought that was the finish line. Oh, what the hell? See, and that one counted as a takedown for some reason. You cannot predict in this game what's a takedown and what isn't. Sometimes it's logical and some other times not so much. Ah shit, no. Isn't that car the same one I'm using right now? I don't think... Oh, fuck you. That's a problem. Yeah, because especially... I think it was at like this section where the track started, right? That's catastrophic. Well, not here. I guess that was another variant of the track. At least that takedown is huge because it gives me a shit ton of boost, but is that even gonna be enough to reach this guy? Yeah, I know I'm 2 seconds behind. I mean, I didn't know it was 2 seconds, but... Oh shit, it's okay, don't worry. Autocorrected. This is also a massive track. Like, without a doubt, this track is extremely massive. The fact that it's still going even though it started so long ago, you know? I completely burned my boost here, so... I hope the other guy doesn't decide to go fast now, because that would be a problem. Well, he's not there yet, but... He's still 2 seconds behind for now. Then... Are we really doing like the full duration of this course? Okay, there it is. Nice. That was intense. Like I didn't know I was gonna win until the end, so that was cool. Alright. That was absolutely perfect, but I think that, as I said, in this game, differently from the previous one, you don't need to win every single race in the Grand Prix to get all the gold medals, because there's only one gold medal and that's the one that belongs to the Grand Prix, so even if I didn't win that final race, it's fine. We got the Coupe series. Sure. I don't know why that's a series on its own. Aren't all these cars Coupe anyways? In fact, hold up. One of them was a sedan. One of them had 4 doors. So it's not even right. Yeah, this one is a coupe. Yeah, it only has 1 door. Well, 2. 1 on each side, I mean. But There was one that showed up in that cutscene that I'm pretty sure had 2 on each side, right? Or am I going crazy? Besides, I think the issue is that most of these cars have only 2 doors anyway, so it's nothing special when these ones do, right? At least these 3 fulfill the condition. So that's nice. Okay, so... what's this? Unlock a new event on another continent? Okay. Well, I don't know about that, but I think that this is a pretty good place to stop. As you can see though, damn, holy shit. The total amount of gold medals, we have 31 out of 173. That means that we have like 1/6 of the amount, because you kinda multiply this amount by 6. Well, yeah, you go a little bit over it, but considering that some of them are probably gonna be hard, this can very easily take a total of 6 streams. Well, this one included. So this is gonna be very long compared to the previous games, without a doubt. I mean, I guess you can see very obviously the influence of Electronic Arts on making like a way higher budget game. But yeah, I guess in these situations having a company like that behind you is nice. Is there any way to manually save? Like profile? Yeah, you can save if you want. I mean, the autosave is enabled, but if you want to manually save, you can do that, you know. Why not? Or you can even change the name when you manually save. I don't see why I will do that, but yeah. So how many did I say that there were in total? Yeah, 173. So there is a lot of streams of this game remaining, I guess. Yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more of this. So have a good one, and take care.